Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So some very, very interesting news. Lance Pugmire, he just came out reporting that Terrence Crawford's sparring partner and a prospect at 168, Lester Martinez, he just pulled out of his scheduled fight on ProBox TV due to migraines that he's suffering. That is amazing news to me, considering, once again, he's sparring with Terrence Crawford. Now, you guys can come to your own conclusion on how he suffered these migraines. All we know is that he has been in the ring with Terrence Crawford. He was helping Terrence Crawford prepare for his fight against Canelo Alvarez. I had made a video telling you guys how I noticed in this photo in particular that Lester Martinez, he's the only one wearing a headgear with a nose guard. And yet he's the naturally bigger, stronger guy sparring with Terrence Crawford. Wearing that headgear normally suggests you're getting hit with a lot of punches in sparring, straight punches in particular. So obviously, if you have a scheduled fight coming up, you want to use this headgear if you have a lack of defense to prevent yourself from any injuries leading up to your fight. And according to the reports, it looks like even with the nose guard, Lester Martinez, he still suffered injuries. Injuries that was so serious, he had to pull out of his fight. Now, is it possible that Terrence Crawford actually stopped Lester in sparring? Is it possible that he completely knocked him out? Very possible. But obviously, we're never going to find out because Terrence Crawford would never reveal something like that. Only thing we know for sure is, according to the reports, he is suffering migraines. And once again, he had to pull out of his scheduled fight. That's a big deal. Listen, guys, I can tell you this. I know that when Floyd Mayweather was fighting at his natural weight, when he was fighting at 135, he was stopping damn near all of his sparring partners. And I'm talking about top contenders, prospects. Now, this is according to Floyd Mayweather's sparring partners' testimonies. I forgot which fighter it was, but I remember this guy, he was fighting on ESPN. He was an undefeated prospect, and he was bragging about the fact that he was in Floyd Mayweather's camp. And he said that Floyd Mayweather, he sent all of his sparring partners home, and they never came back. He said that he was the only sparring partner that lasted the entire camp. Now, by way of contrast, when it comes to Terrence Crawford, I remember when Terrence Crawford, he was trying to land the Manny Pacquiao fight. And I remember at this time, Freddie, he admitted, he said that Bob Arum, he's trying to make that fight. But he was suggesting that he did not want to put his fighter Manny Pacquiao in there with Terrence Crawford. Here's what Roach said in 2016. He said, "I don't think we are going to accept or want the Crawford fight for Manny Pacquiao straight away. We will take it in the future. Give me one warm-up fight and a fight right after that, and then we can talk. It will be a tough matchup as Crawford can move for 12 rounds and is a pretty good puncher. He hits hard and emulates Floyd Mayweather Jr. quite a bit in his style. He's like a younger version," which was Roach's way of basically saying, if Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Floyd Mayweather, how do you think he's going to beat Terrence Crawford? Then a year later, he admits that Arum actually was trying to make the Crawford versus Pacquiao fight. He also admitted that he was very concerned about that fight. He said it's a very tough fight. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and quote exactly what he said. "Arum wants Pacquiao to fight Crawford. I'm concerned about that fight. That is a tough fight. Crawford is a young guy and Manny is a bit older and has had his best days behind him. I will still train him and get him ready for that fight. If it does happen, he still has that power. We will try and get ready for that fight if it does happen." So once again, of course, Freddie Roach, he's going to try to make his fighter look good and explain why they don't want the fight. But at the same time, we know the reality is they turned down the fight in 2016 and 2017, but Manny Pacquiao, he ended up beating Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner in 2019. And right after Manny Pacquiao lost to Floyd Mayweather, he ended up putting on one of the best performances of his career in his third fight against Tim Bradley. So that was just an excuse once again Roach was using because it was his fighter. He knew it had nothing to do with Pacquiao being over the hill. He wasn't over the hill. Roach knew deep down that Manny Pacquiao could never beat a Terrence Crawford because, once again, in Roach's own words, Terrence Crawford was a version of Floyd Mayweather with more power. And this is the guy that Lester Martinez has been sparring with for quite some time, probably a couple of weeks. No, I take that back, maybe for months. And now the boy is dealing with migraines. So this is unfortunate for Lester Martinez, and it's really unfortunate for Terrence Crawford because he had a really good sparring partner that could mimic Canelo Alvarez's style. But then again, at the same time, it's much more easier to find a sparring partner that can mimic Canelo's style than it is to find a sparring partner that can mimic Terrence Crawford's style. So I'm sure Terrence Crawford still has other good sparring partners, but at the same time, I still believe that Israel Madrimov would be a great sparring partner to help Crawford prepare for Canelo Alvarez, especially considering the fact that Madrimov, he helped Bivol prepare for the Canelo Alvarez fight.
I heard you say on stage that Terrence Crawford was your favorite fighter. How does it feel going up against your favorite fighter?
Yes, exactly. It's Crawford, my best boxer, and this moment, pound for pound #1, and then dream fighter. I won when started pro debut. I won as a big name. You know, this moment is coming because I'm happy for the fight.
It was just a few months ago that you won your world title. What was your reaction when you got the phone call that said, hey, you have a chance to defend it against Bud Crawford?
This my line when start pro debut. I want a title shot. I'm a long time waiting this moment. After victory, I'm very happy. My family happy, my country, and then this moment, my time.
For the next person that interviews Lester Martinez, a really good question would be, how would you describe Terrence Crawford's power moving up from 147 to 168? Because Lester is one of the only fighters that knows firsthand. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.